SLOplays, and I'm back at again with another Dragon Ball Sparking Zero Neo DLC Pack 4 video. Let's talk about the biggest news, the most exciting news from all this DLC, at least in my opinion, and that is the addition of False Super Saiyan Goku, the first ever representation in a Dragon Ball fighting game, a mainline console game. We have never seen this in any of the other previous Tenkaichi games, Budokai games, Raging Blast games. Not even Xenoverse added this. And Sparking Zero is the first to do it. I believe Dokkan also has, like, at least a picture of it, right? But, like, this is an actual, in a sense, playable version that is connected via an ultimate attack, all right? So that's where a little bit of disappointment does come through. It is pretty much confirmed at this point in time that this is not an awakening, and it's not like a transformation that you can use for this character, right? It would have been actually really cool if we could utilize this for kind of like a boost technique. I think that would have worked a lot better because, you know, they're not going to make a completely separate character just for this transformation, right? But I'm going to go over why this is specifically just an ultimate attack, right? And, you know, kind of go over, you know, everything that you need to know about it, right? So you're seeing it from the clip here. You'll see it at the very end, all right? He does the blast and everything right there. I don't know if you saw it, but you can see his hair actually reverts back into base form, right? Now, this is actually specifically over Z Early, okay? Z Early Goku, right? This is basically, in a sense, the Saiyan Saga version of him, and I guess maybe going into, like, early Namekian Saga, just because, you know, Lord Slug, like, the placement of the movies is always kind of, you know, weird in terms of the timeline. Like, you can't really specifically find where it's taking place, right? But, no, this is not over Mid Goku, and this is not over, you know, Z End Goku or Super Goku, okay? It's completely tied to an outfit for the Z Early version of him. So, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a closer look at the actual overall design. He's pretty much, you know, how I wanted him to be. Like, there have been several mods of this transformation, this form for Goku, right? And, you know, this initially was supposed to be Super Saiyan, right? Whenever they were first, you know, trying to show this in the movie. But the reason why they didn't actually make it like Super Saiyan is because I don't think it had been, you know, revealed like officially yet, right? So this was before even the anime got it, and I don't think Toriyama actually showed what Super Saiyan was going to look like. It was more of kind of like a foreshadowing kind of teaser. So what they did was they basically made like a Kaioken version of Goku, but gave him like the yellow aura and glow and everything, and then they widened out his eyes. It's a really cool looking, you know, form in a sense, or, you know, upgrade for Goku, right? This is something that a lot of people, including myself, have always wanted to see in some video game, and now that we're seeing it in Sparking Zero, this has major implications for the future of other Dragon Ball games, especially the mobile games like Dokkan and Legends. We could actually see this at least in like an attack animation, right? There's probably going to be a legendary finish for, you know, or like a legend version of this Goku from the Lord Slug movie that does his ultimate attack exactly kind of like how Sparking Zero is doing it, because in the clip you're seeing, you know, he actually will awaken into it right at the beginning. Like, this is the ultimate attack full animation. He goes for a crazy barrage, and then he throws a bunch of ki blasts, and that's pretty much it. I mean, it's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, I love it, right? But we'll see how it actually functions completely fully in-game whenever this drops on July 30th, right? So here you go. Here is your official confirmation. It shows on the Japanese website. This is Z Early version of Goku, and it is a costume/performance, aka an ultimate blast, okay? The ultimate blast changes to leg and strike. I don't know, that's a bad translation, bootleg-ass translations, you know, from Google Translate. But I don't know if that's exactly what it's going to be called. It's probably going to be called something else. And they're probably never going to actually refer to this form as anything, right? You're never going to get like an official name of this. We're just going to get the ultimate technique. We call it Full Super Saiyan. I don't think that was an official name anywhere, like in any books or, you know, reference material. I think that's just kind of like a fan-made thing, right? But kind of go over the other Goku, I guess. Goku got like every single version of Goku that exists. I mean, at least for like the main Z and Super versions, they all got some kind of new outfit and technique based on one of the movies, in a sense, right? So the Z Mid version of Goku is getting the cooler movie Ultimate, right? And this one is called Full Power Kamehameha, the one where he like has his hands out, right? And then we're also getting the Z End, I think, version of Goku Or, I mean, this says late. Yeah, Z end, which is end of Z Goku. This technique is called Vanishing Meteor. I think it's supposed to be vanishing. Yeah, vanishing. Yeah. It's called Vanishing Meteor. I know that kind of looks weird. It looks like it's vanishing. So it's Vanishing Meteor, which is actually a pretty cool name. And then we're also getting the brand new Miracle Fist. I don't know what are they calling it. Leg End Smash, okay? So this one's Leg End Strike, and this one's Leg End Smash. Very weird. If you guys know the actual translations, like the more accurate translations of this, let me know. So those are the 4 new Z versions of Goku in terms of like techniques and stuff, which is kind of insane. I saw some people mention that Vegeta didn't actually get anything new, which is kind of hilarious. Bro got shafted. You can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I just saw some people mentioning that in my comment section, so I thought that was kind of funny. I love Vegeta, but like I don't know why he got shafted. Obviously, Goku's the most popular character, so of course he's going to get like a million new things, but this is honestly insane. I'm surprised we didn't get some of the other movie version like finishers, like Absorption of the Spirit Bomb. Why didn't we get that for Z-Mid Goku, right? That could have been a thing, or even Z-Late version of Goku, right? There's still a lot of things that they can add specifically just for Goku, right? So this is definitely not the last DLC that we're going to be getting, just because there's just so much more that they can add, even with the 33 characters, I guess, or whatever, and all these new techniques and outfits and even new modes. They still, I don't think, confirmed any new story at all either. So there's still all that as well, right? That could be a completely new pack. That could be the Sparking Meteor fucking DLC or some shit, right? But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to keep it pretty brief and short for this one. I just really wanted to go over this because I saw a lot of discussion and speculation and confusion over what this is going to be in the game. Okay, is it a transformation? Is it a boost technique? Is it just an ultimate? And yeah, we can have our official confirmation there so that nobody is getting their hopes up that we can transform into it. It would have been an ideal transformation for Z Early Goku because Z Early Goku doesn't have any forms other than just a boost for Kaioken, right? So even if this was just an outfit and you got a boost into this, it would be nice to actually, you know, have it playable, like fully playable. Like you can say this is playable, but it's just an animation for the attack, right? But they made a whole, you know, separate, not really like a model in a sense, right? But they, you know, a full design for it, at least. This is basically just a redone version of Super Saiyan Goku, you know, that we already have, right? And you could even go as far as to say that this is the Z Early Super Saiyan, you know, What If version of Goku, right? That we had in the What If story mode for episode battle, and they just, you know, straight up recolored it. It looks exactly the same, right? Even has like the belt and everything. It's Z-Mid pretty much looks like this as well. So I'm really excited, man. I'm so happy that this is happening. Again, I just got back home. Just a little update. I just got back home. I was in San Diego over the past few days, right? And I am, you know, here, settled in. I will do a complete full breakdown of everything, right? Trailer breakdown, new game mode, you know, new characters, outfits, everything that you need to know about it, references. You know how I do, right? So thanks for watching. Drop a like, subscribe here to the channel, ring my notification bell, and I appreciate you guys so much. Get ready. Within the next 5 days, we are going to be playing this for ourselves.
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.